Hi, welcome. This is recall training number 8, and in this video what we're going to look at is again having the dog off leash but in a safe area. So it's going to be here in this yard again, and this time with distractions. So I've got my other dogs that are out here in the yard, and what I'll do is, again like the last one, I'm going to do this just random. So when I finish talking, I'll disappear inside, and then I'll come outside on the opposite end of where they are somewhere, and I'll be calling Koji to me, and hopefully he'll break away from the other dogs and listen to the recall and actually recall. The good thing is with my dingo cross is he often helps bring the dog in. So if I'm working with dogs on recall, you'll often see him come in with them and he'll actually help guide them in. So he actually helps train, which is just a bonus, and it just really helps speed things up. So I'm hoping that'll work really well with him, because once he starts playing, you know, he just goes off in his own little world and plays. So getting him to come in while he's playing is great. Once we've done that, we're going to go back to like I did in the real early stages when I did the first distraction tape. We're going to do it with food, so I'm going to sit him down somewhere with food, and I'm going to walk away so he can't see me, and then I'm going to hope that one, his food etiquette training is bulletproof and he's going to leave that food, and two, his recall's coming along strong enough, or the focus training is coming on strong enough to allow the recall to work to get him off that food and bring him to me. And then when I've done standard food, I'm going to give him raw meat and sit him down in front of some raw meat, go away and leave him there, and then I'm going to come back and I am going to hopefully recall him off that meat, and that meat is going to still be there untouched. Right, so in all cases I'll be at the other end of the yard when I recall him off it. So one, he doesn't expect it. Two, he doesn't see me there, so he'll be left alone with the food. And also that he'll have the opportunity to totally ignore the recall because I'm not going to be right there, so it gives him more of an opportunity to refuse it. So again, it's trying to make sure where he's at right now, because my next step will begin to take the dog outside the safe area and test him out there, and out there is extremely dangerous for a dog. So I need to know exactly where he is now, at which point he's at, which is why I don't do much structured training when it comes to this. It's pretty much all random. So we're going to go inside, and then I'm going to just monitor the dogs very carefully, and then when they're in one area and busy, I'm going to go out the door to another area, and then I'm going to call him. We'll do that a few times and see how he goes, and then we'll add the distractions. Alright, so we'll be back shortly. Okay, so all the dogs are up the other end of the property to the left, and they're all just playing nicely. So I'm just going to call, and we'll see if Koji will come, and that'll be our first test with distractions. Koji! Tommy! Good boy! Front! Yes! Good! Good boy! Okay, you're free. Alright, so that's number one out of the way, so that's a good start. And again, what we'll do is I'll go back inside. I'll wait for anywhere between, 3, 4, up to 10 minutes. And then once they're busy, I'll come out another door to the opposite end of the yard, wherever they happen to be, and I'll call again, and we'll see how we go with that. So far so good. I'm pretty happy with that to start with. Alright, back soon. Okay, so here we are. We're going to try this again. All the dogs are on the other side of the house, and it's probably about 3 minutes since I did the last one. So we're going to call Koji again and just see if he'll come off. At the moment he's playing with the other Kelpie, so we'll see what's happening when we call him. Koji! Timmy! Good boy! Yes! Good. Okay, free. Alright, so that's pretty good. And again, we'll do the same thing. We'll go away, we'll leave these dogs to their own devices, and I'll come back somewhere in the next 3 to 10 minutes, however long it takes, and I'll just shoot out another random recall while they're busy playing, and we'll see what happens. So far, Goji's doing fantastic. It's not that surprising. Since we've rescued this guy, he's just never ceased to amaze me, and he just keeps surprising me with everything he learns so quickly. So we'll come back and we'll do another one, and then we're going to add some distractions with food, which will make it even harder for him. Okay, we'll be back soon. Hi, so here we are again, and they're all off, so we're going to try calling him for one more. I'm hoping the wind's not too bad. If it is, I do apologise, but we've had massive storms over the last week here, and ever since the wind's been just horrific. But at least it means things are drying out. So we're going to call him, and we're going to see what happens, and then we'll move to distractions with food, and we'll see how that goes. Koji! Timmy! Yes, good boy! Good. Alright, so fantastic. Now we're going to amp it up a little bit and stick him next to some food, walk away, leave him alone with that food, and then call him. And so we'll be testing two things here, and we'll see how he goes. Back soon. Alright, so here we are for the next test on recall. I've got Koji, I've put him in a sit, I've got a bowl of food down here. I'm going to walk over there without saying a word, and then I'm going to call him. I'm hoping he's in a sit, that means stay as well. I've put food down, but I haven't told him it's his to take, so all going well, he will lead that. And then I'm going to try and recall him across there to go past this food and leave alone. So we'll see how we go. To me! Good boy, front. Yes, good boy. Free. Good. So, there we have getting him away from the food, which is really good. And next time, in this next one, we're going to make it really difficult. And we're going to have his absolute favourite, which will be kangaroo tail. It's lovely raw meat and bone, and something this guy may struggle to actually just leave alone. As you can see, he left that alone, he's come back, I haven't said a word to him, he still hasn't touched it. Most importantly, because what we're doing is recall, he's come to that. But this is just a bonus to see that the food etiquette training that I give these dogs on day one is still standing up. Alright, we'll be back shortly. Alright, so here we are for the last distraction. This one's really going to push the dog. I've got fresh kangaroo tail that was shot this morning, and it's fresh meat, bone, grizzle, tendon. The dogs absolutely love these. They get these a couple of times a week and they just tear into them. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this here, walk away without saying a word. The dog should sit, stay, should lead the food because it's been trained not to take food that's not his. I'm going to then try and recall him off. So if you're a little bit squirmish about fresh meat, look away. And if you've got fresh meat and you want the dog to actually stay, leave it alone and listen to recall, I suggest you don't torment the dog with the meat first. I suggest you don't do that, okay, because you don't want to push the dog beyond its limits. And you want it to succeed, which is the most important thing. it's really testing two things in one there. It's testing the food etiquette training that I give a dog on day one, and that's really testing that type of thing. It's also giving me good knowledge of where he's at with his recall. The fact that he's gone back there, he's sat just off the side of the food, if you can see. Left it alone, nice and calm, and he won't touch that until I give him the command. Better still, or just as good, is his recall. So the next time that I do this, the next one is going to be outside of the safe area, and that brings a whole new bunch of challenges. So that's the next one that we'll be doing. But remember, random training is terrific for recall. Just come out where the dog doesn't know you're there, suddenly sing out to it. Add distractions, other dogs, other people, have somebody feed it. If you've taught all this type of stuff to your dog, just put food down and then just recall the dog and things like that. Do it random, do it structured, vary it, lots of different things. If your dog fails more than once at a level, take it back to the previous level, run it through, and if you're not doing it, work on focus, because all of this will fall down if your focus isn't good. Now I've got 5 videos up on focus, each one harder than the next. By the time you get your dog through 100% all of those, your dog is going to listen to you 99% of the time, no matter what the distraction is. If your focus isn't really good, it makes no difference how good your recall is. Recall is easy. Having the dog listen to you with distractions and obeying that recall or any other command is a difficult thing. So focus. If you're not doing it, do it, and just keep doing it for the entire length of the dog's life. Go back over focus. Alright, I hope that helps. I'll see you for the next one. Thank you.